Okay, so I just finished. I did a half an hour of Pac-Man, and now I want to give Mario 64 a shot on the SNES Classic. Maybe I could talk a little bit about that. This is the only. This is one of the only games that works pretty flawlessly. Nintendo 64 game. I played it a lot. I think it saves automatically. You don't have to do save states. But yeah, I already got 35 stars. But I'm gonna do a new one. What is that? Huh. I definitely have never looked at this before. Okie dokie.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have great to keep for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay. This game might be a little bit tougher to talk. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna talk about. The Last Guardian was easier because it was just not much going on. But this I feel like is a little bit more. Okay, I have to make sure the controls are okay. I'm using a Wii U controller. That's not the right. Oh, what's happening? Yeah. I don't think I've ever read that. How do you do a long jump? What's the Z button? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. It took me forever to figure out how to map the controls on this. Okay, I've got it. I've never had a problem. I played it for a long time, 35 stars, and I never had a problem with like lagging or glitching or anything. It works perfectly. Okie dokie, here we go. We're starting. I guess we'll see how this goes. If I do a good job, I'll go all the way to the end. This is one of the games I've played. I don't know. I said that about Pokemon Red. It's the game I've played the most. This one's definitely up there. Top 5, I guess. It's just a lot of it has to do maybe with nostalgia, why I like it so much, but if you compare it to any other game made at this time, any other like 3D platformer, you can tell the difference. It's so much better and well made. Grab me. Oh. Okay, what do I do? I forget. Just throw him off the. No, just throw him, I think. Okay. Ooh. Is that right? One of my first memories ever is my brother playing this. And it must have been the first day we got it, because why else would he be playing the first level and the first boss? But I don't have any memories of anything before that, like buying the game or buying a Nintendo 64. All I can remember is him playing this level, Koopa the Quick. He's 6 years older than me, so it was always a big deal when he would play a game. So if I was like 5 and he was 11, it would be a big deal if he played a game with me. That's the wrong button. Because he was so much better, so he could just, I would have trouble like with stuff, and he would just beat it right away. He was always doing cooler stuff, so whenever he played a game, it was like an event that I wanted to be a part of and watch. Alright, how do I do this? Can I side jump? I remember, there it is. When I played games like this when I was a kid, it seemed like impossible to beat. I remember I had a friend who rented Mario 64 and it had all the stars on it, and I just remember that being like a big deal because I was never able to do that, even though I played it for like 100 hours. I don't know what I was doing. I guess I would just play it a bunch and then forget about it and then start a new, what's this one called? Shoot to the island. Oh, I gotta go to the bombs. It was a big deal for me. I was in 5th grade, I think, when I beat Ocarina of Time. I used a strategy guide, but I beat it. I remember feeling like super accomplished, like I actually did it. I beat a game that's like, I don't know, it seems stupid that it was that big of a deal, but it makes sense if that was all I was ever doing, and that was all I cared about. Like, I would go to school and I would just think about coming home and playing video games. The point where I could actually beat one that was like 30-hour long game would be a big deal. Can I get there from here? That's too high. Ooh. I think it's just this one. Boop 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 boop. Sorry. I try not to drink water because I know I have to boost my volume up because I talk so quiet. So the Probably doesn't sound great to drink water. All the gross mouth sounds. It surprised me how quick I was like going through this game when I played it like a year ago, and got 35 stars in like a couple hours. I should definitely remember where all the red coins are. Oop. Whoop. There's one over here. No, there's not. Yeah, I have a bunch of notes. I don't know, they don't feel right to talk about. But what else am I going to talk about? I was kind of hoping playing like a funner game I could be more fun than in like The Last Guardian or Last of Us. So the topics that I have written down aren't always the happiest of things to talk about. That's probably just me though. Like I could make some of these topics happier if I was just had more energy or something. I don't know. Still gotta get used to the controls a little bit. And there's one more on the island, I think. Actually, I think my memory of this is both my brothers playing, which would be an even bigger deal because my other brother is 10 years older than me. So he would have been like 16 or 15 or 14 or whatever. So he never really, when he lived at home, he never really hung out with me because he was like too old and too cool. That's not totally true. He wasn't like mean or anything, but I mean he was just 10 years older, so obviously he didn't want to hang out with me that much. That still sounds bad. He was a good brother. We had a basketball hoop and we would play basketball together. But yeah, he never really played video games together, like all three of us that much. So that's probably why I remember it and why it's such a strong memory, because if they were both playing, it was a big deal. That never happened. I can probably think of like 2 other times they both played a game together with me. One of them would be Tetris Attack, and I remember Smash Brothers. What's this one? Just get to the top. Chip off Womps block. I don't know. I don't know a lot about. I think I would sound pretty dumb like talking about game design stuff, but like, and people have talked about it to death, but there's just a lot of cool stuff they did. I guess the reasons why it's cool is because it was kind of like one of the first 3D games, so they had to come up with all this stuff, all this new game design stuff that nobody had to think about before. I guess they applied most of the stuff from the 2D games can be applied, just like general ideas about like, well, in the first level you make it a little bit easier so you know there's no edges to fall off of, so just ease the player into like the controls. And with the Bomb-On Boss, the idea of like grabbing the back of the bomb, but like in a way where the bomb can't hurt you, and then reintroducing it later with Bowser, where Bowser can hurt you and knock you off the edge. I don't know, it's simple, but a lot of other games couldn't figure it out. And this one did it right. On the first try. That Miyamoto guy, he's pretty smart. He knows what he's doing. What's this one? Oh, I just wanna... Okay, we'll do it. Can I get up here? No. So... Yeah, my brothers didn't play this with me that much, but I have a lot of memories of... Whoops. Why did I do that? I had my two cousins. I played a lot of games with them. They lived close, and we would see them almost every week. And one of them is a year older, and another is 2 years younger, or 3 years younger. Yeah, I have a lot of good memories of playing games with them, mostly. They weren't very athletic, and neither was I, so we play a lot of video games. Sometimes we would play like wiffle ball or something, but I feel kind of bad that nephew won't have any cousins his age. He's already like, he's almost, what is he, 2? He's 2. He's almost 2. So he won't have any cousins his age. Me and my brother. I know I won't have kids for a while. Or if ever. And my other brother's not married, so I feel kind of bad because my cousins were probably my best friends. I mean, they were the people I saw the most, and I really liked being around them. I did have friends when I was a kid, like in grade school. And then once I got into middle school, I guess it went downhill from there. Yeah, I just feel bad that my nephew won't have cousins to hang out with. I don't know how we figured this out when we first played it, but yeah, it's what you gotta do. Shoot into the wild blue. What? How are you supposed to figure that out? Oh, that was blast away the wall. That's a different one. Let's do the other one then. I should really only be doing these for 15 minutes to build up because I'm going on vacation next week. But I'm gonna do it today, so maybe I'll get like 4 or 5 episodes today, and then maybe like 4 or 5 tomorrow. Plus the Pac-Man episode. Could be about 10 days. Okay, I forget how to do this. Is it this top one? No, it's this one. Nope. Ah. I don't know, I don't want this to be just me talking about memories, but I might as well. Yeah, I remember this. Doing this with my cousins, and my little cousin always wanted to get the star. So we would get up to the star and then give him the controller, and he would get it and be happy. Oh. Oh, already? We can do that? Why not? Should I do it next time? Let's explore a little bit. A couple minutes. There's a video I just remembered about when one of the Call of Duty games came out. They did like an E3 thing that was like we've introduced a new AI system. So now the fish will move away when you swim into them. And then it cuts to Mario 64, where the fish move away when you swim into them. Are there any fish in this level? I know there are some in the courtyard. Oh, here, they'll swim away, see? I don't know. I mean, when you do those stupid press things, you've got to think of something to say, but it's funny. Okay, oh, what the heck, let's just do this level. Plunder the sunken ship. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't really like this level. Like, the music and it was just kind of slow. I guess when you're a kid, you like energetic stuff, and like, okay, I always have trouble getting this guy to come out. But yeah, it's, people like it for a reason. It's really, this music is really good. But as a kid, it's like boring. Okay, can you come out? I am dead. Okay. Well, okay, I want to do the Bowser level next. Okay. Hopefully I get a little bit better at talking, but I'll see you tomorrow.